Hi guys, it's Tanya from 4 Girls Jewelry. I received some question about extension chains that I do for my jewelry. So I thought today, because I have few pieces on my working space here that needed that, maybe I will quickly show how I do this. I thought I did tutorial before, but maybe it was long time ago and hard to find it, so let's revisit that for those who would be interested in that. There you go, we can talk about it. So definitely we need something that can make perfect circles each time, and I would recommend something like Bail Maker plier. You can also achieve the same thing with your round nose pliers, but then you have to have a marks and it could be a little bit more annoying. So I would recommend invested in nice Bail Maker plier, the sizes that you want, because they come in different sizes. I have only this one at home. And most what I do for the chains, those the extension chain, right? I love to use the smaller one. That's what I use because I feel like, see, that's the size. And when, yeah, it's hard to, yeah, that's the size, the smaller one. Because my clasp always also, I can say it's small clasp. I also will show you how I make my clasp. And when I finish it, I very nicely push it. So the item, it's not easy to get this, push this through that. So I mean, you don't have to tie it very close if you don't want it to, but I feel like then it's harder to lose your item from your neck. So let's talk about that today. I started to make this chain already, and here is nothing, just chain that I have commercially made. I do use in my pieces now, especially because I try to produce more jewelry, I do use some chains that are factory made, but a lot of, but all still extension cords, extension chains is still done every single piece by me. So that's like my signature piece, and I like sometimes at the end, not sure if I have any of jewelry here. Yes, I do. I will show you something very quick. I like to do at the end, I like to put a little something. It could be sometimes bead or sometimes just a piece of a wire that I have a lot of leftover wire, so I will use torch, make this little bubble there, and just that's my finished touches. But it's my one of the necklaces that's I put here because I wanted to make some earrings. So also, but the same chain what we were talking about. So here is extension. I didn't put my bubble yet or bead something, but the same chain can be decorated with beads if you wanted to. They sell a lot beads, like beaded chains at the shows, jewelry shows. Sometimes you can buy it or you can make your own. And here is some example of the same basically concept, but very large loops. So on the Bail Maker plier, you can make it the large one. You can decide which size you want it for, let's say, project, but extension always the same for me, but you guys can pick up your size too. So that's what I want to show you as example of what you can do from the same chain in a larger, like you can tell, here is the larger ones, here is some smaller ones, and I put some beads between. Okay, also I want to talk about my membership videos, because I will have membership only now on YouTube, but it will be not interfering with the regular YouTube posts on Tuesdays. I'm planning to do this on Thursdays. If you guys would be interested in more intricate, or if you are so passionate like me in wire wrapping and want to follow me more closely, or that will be something that I will do on Thursdays. It was just approved a couple of weeks ago on YouTube for that, so at the side I still working on my ideas, so that will come soon. Okay, let's go back to our chains. Here's example that I started to do. It's a little bit larger, and if you look, you can also hammer these links, each one, and create beautiful chain. This is the size 2 on my bail maker plier, and hammered. Usually extension stuff I never hammer, because somebody asked if I do. I don't. Just make them, it's strong enough to hold your piece. Let's take 22 gauge wire. Usually I do 22 gauge wire with that. I think it's a perfect gauge for your chains. You can do 24, but it's much thinner, and I feel 22, it's just perfect. So what I will do, I will leave a little piece here, not a long piece, but, and make complete, nice complete circle. And either I can do this one, so when you start it, you can start in the chain first and then keep going. So you have it be linked together now. To prevent misshaping or something, I would hold my pliers where they crossing and twist that little piece of wire. Usually it has 3 wraps, and it will have 3 wraps here. I don't like to cut my wire, but if you love to very precise something, you can cut. Mine will be 3.5 wraps. I don't really care. I like asymmetrical stuff. So we have loop, we have 3 wraps here. Make sure it's not poking or anything, that other wire that's finishing. And we do a little kick like this way to you. Do you see it? And then I will do another circle, exactly same, all the way till then they meet. You can switch to your round nose, flat nose pliers, and just go. So you go over those that you have 3. You do 1, you do 2. Usually I do 2, and on the third one I go back all the way up, all the way up. I don't know if you can see, all the way up. So the third one, instead of go down, you go up, all the way up, and you go in the middle of that. So I always finish. So you see the circle here? I always cut here where it is half. So the wire cuts here. Why there? So we cut here in the middle, right? Okay. My cutters, I needed new cutters. Okay. Why there? Because I like that little piece of wire. I hope you see it perfectly, right? That piece of wire, oops, come closer. This piece of wire go inside in that loop. That's it. Sometimes I even squish it more, and then I make it sit that way. So my chains always, this circle is that way, and that one is this way. So one is this way, one is this way. I don't know why I do this. I just like that way. And see, and they will be like this, sitting all of them. Usually for extension chain, I do sometimes 7. So it's here 1, 2, 3. So I will do 4 more. So it will not be that long, but you can decide, because imagine we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be like this much. Let's see how much I did. This is old piece. Oh, this one is even longer than that. It's quite a long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know why I did this long. So usually it's 7, but maybe the chain was, maybe I want to make it longer piece, I guess, because this one is will be nice when it sits not right on the neck, can go a little bit lower. That's maybe why I did it. Yeah, it's pretty long. So that's about extension chain. I hope whoever asked me, those few people, will be happy with this tutorial, because the question I like to better answer by showing it. So now 16 gauge wire for our clasp, because you need to clasp it anyway, right? What we do is I already hammered that tip here, and I also polished. So we do a little kink, just a little kink. And I use now round nose pliers somewhere in the middle or closer to the middle. What I do is I do that. So we have one wire basically like this, and then I kink this like that. See, that's, and then straighten a little bit, and I leave not a lot, like, and make another kink there, and I do my complete circle there, go around, and I will cut right here. Before I close that loop, I usually file. So I usually file. You can do on your grinder, or you can do by hand. That's how, whatever. It's for this video, I will do by hand. And then you're just closing that all the way. Make sure it, because I'm rough with that, so that you don't need to polish them later too much. And make sure this little kick is sitting nicely this way, and that's it. You have a clasp. The only thing is you need to hammer it. So hammer it. I hammer only this part from here to here. You can see on the video, it's right there. So this part is hammered. The rest you can use your rubber mallet and just tap it, so it will be strong, keeping the shape. And that's it, and you have beautiful extension chain and your clasp. Sometimes, you know, like these clasps need to be, it's from the time I did a long time ago, so I like this shape a lot. I hope you guys will now create your own extension chains. You know, it's, if you buy everything, I like my own because it's stronger, so I know it can keep your piece safe. That's and I use this chain a lot in my work. I use tons of different ideas with that. That's what I want to share today. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know if you decide to be in our private club, sort of like membership only, because that we can do more more intricate pieces, maybe more, I will be more detailed, but I still will do YouTube regular videos. Like I said, on Tuesdays, that will be still regular. So no, no worries, I will never disappear. I will be still here. Thank you guys for watching. I see you next Tuesday with some excited tutorials, and I will keep you posted about my membership and when it's going to happen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. I really appreciate your comments and all your likes and everything. And see you next week. Bye bye.